From Dropout to Fallout, there are many things that nerds like. However, the one thing that nerds love more than most is correcting people. This is our version of actually. Hi guys, I'm here with GabeTheGreen, PoopRat, and GrannyKA. So guys,
What's
I have a
up?
question. How's your
I'm
Fallout?
actually, no, you don't.
Do not say yes or no.
Damn. I'm not gonna say yes or no. My question is, how's your Fallout knowledge?
I've seen whatever you played.
Ooh, alright. PoopRat, how about you?
Some.
Some? Alright. Greenie, how about you?
Yeah, I've
Bits
played
and
through a couple
pieces from
games.
cultural osmosis to whatever happened to mention in YouTube videos I watched.
Alright, well then, this will be fantastic, because guess what? I have an actually here that's nothing but Fallout.
Right?
Because I like Fallout, and I've actually played every game except for Brotherhood of Steel and 76. So I played 1, 2, 3, 4, and New Vegas.
Actually,
I haven't played the
Fallout
first
1
one.
and 2 wasn't called Fallout 1 and 2, it's called Wastelands.
No, actually, you are
I bet
incorrect
you-
because Wasteland
Actually,
was
I
its own
bet you haven't
series.
played Fallout Tactics.
I actually have played Fallout Tactics.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
I
'Cause, like,
okay.
I love the fucking, like, I have played every single one except for Fallout Brotherhood of Steel. It's like Mortal Kombat fans saying, I've actually played every Mortal Kombat except Special Forces. Like, you probably would have been better off just not bringing it up. Like,
Yeah, no. I probably should not have brought up Brotherhood of Steel, but I did anyway. So, I have here on my computer a bunch of statements. These are incorrect statements about the entire, well, not the entire Fallout franchise. I have taken a bunch of incorrect statements from Fallouts 1, 2, 3, 4, and New Vegas. And I have compiled them here. I'm going to read them to you, and you are going to try to guess what's wrong with them. The person with the most points at the end, of course, wins the game. So, how do you all feel about this?
Vault Boy thumbs up.
The Vault Boy thumbs up. All right. So
I
here
haven't
is.
played the
I
first
feel
one and only
over-encumbered and with
haven't
alcohol
beat the
poisoning.
second.
Oh yeah, I'm too sober for this.
I feel radiation sickness.
I have beaten the first one, Fallout 3, Fallout 4, and Fallout New Vegas. I have not beaten
so-
Fallout 2 or Fallout Tactics.
That's because
That's weird, because I heard
soft locked.
No, that was in Fallout 1. I had to start a completely new file because I only had one save, and fucking Dogmeat locked me into the fucking corner, and I couldn't tell him to fucking move, so I had to restart a whole...
Okay, actually get good, scrub.
Yeah, yeah, no. I did get
Okay.
good.
Well, the
I
thing is,
eventually
like, okay, so
downloaded
I own
Oh,
a
get
number
the
of
fuck out of the
Fallout
way,
games.
mod.
I own 1 and New Vegas, and I'm like, I should probably finish them one of these days.
both are pretty
But I
good.
heard
I
that-
like New
but I heard
Vegas
two-
more than
But I heard
Fallout 1.
2 was the best one.
2 is... I don't... 2 is weird. 2 is considered
all of
probably
Fallout.
the best. Huh? It's all Fallout, yeah.
Yeah, so is all of Fallout. All of it's fucking weird.
No, not entirely. I would say Fallout 3 is probably the bleakest one of the bunch, and that's even comparing it to Fallout 1.
Likes it as much anymore.
Anyway, speaking of companions and stuff, let's move on to our first statement here. Super mutants are regularly known to be hostile. Despite this, each Fallout game has a super mutant companion, like Fox in Fallout 3 and Strong in Fallout 4.
Actually, the first game doesn't feature a mutant companion.
That is correct, Greenie.
Yeah, like, okay,
You
like,
are you are absolutely correct. There are 4 companions in the first Fallout game, but none of them are super mutants. They're all humans.
This is the part
Actually,
where
no,
there's, like,
that's
cultural
actually
osmosis
incorrect.
and shit. Because like I know that. Sorry, what?
No. You're correct. I was incorrect by saying they're all humans. Dog meat. Dog meat's not human.
Yeah, like that's the thing. It's like I bits and pieces from cultures most, and also like, and so videos I've watched. I've watched several videos about Fallout because I'm one of those weirdos who, for white noise, just puts on videos of shit they've never played.
Hey, that's fine. That's what we.
Same.
That's
I've
what
done
we
that a
like.
few
Yeah.
times.
Shout out to Salt Factory.
But yeah, no. That it's weird. Starting in Fallout 2, yeah, you were able to have a super mutant companion in every game.
I
Like-
would talk more, but it might interfere with questions later for all I know.
It's
so.
possible, yeah. So you got to keep those statements to yourself. Anyway, that is a point for you, Greenie.
I mean, that might be a way for me to earn points other than the shiny question.
So, on to our next statement.
Actually, I don't know if I can even get the shiny question, but I can stumble.
You could probably get the shiny question.
I can stumble it a little bit more depending on what it is.
Okay, so in Fallout 3, we have two factions of armored energy gunners, the Brotherhood of Steel and the Enclave, and they are at war with each other. At one point, they were one faction, but the Brotherhood eventually broke off from the Enclave.
Which game are you calling?
Fallout 3.
Actually, no, they were not one faction. The Enclave were like fucking America, like the CIA or some shit. And
they
the
were
Brotherhood of
one
Steel,
faction,
like, their own,
actually.
like religious thing.
No, they actually were one faction.
Oh, okay, I'm thinking of something else then. Or just
Actually,
completely
you're
making shit up.
missing a faction?
No, I'm not missing a faction.
Well, what about House or whatever? Is that not...
That's no.
That's New Vegas.
Okay.
Actually, repeat the question. I forgot.
In Fallout 3, two factions of armored energy gunners, the Brotherhood of Steel and the Enclave, are at war with each other.
Oh, I think I found it.
While they were one faction, the Brotherhood eventually broke off from the Enclave.
Actually, the Enclave broke off from the Brotherhood of Steel.
You have found a little bit of what's wrong, but the Brotherhood of Steel did not break off from the Enclave exactly.
Actually, they're not really broken up. They're just considered a subdivision?
No. So I think I think-
Actually, there was a leadership dispute, and so they became two factions. That's just a complete guess.
Now, and Greenie, you dance around this too, so I think I might give you and both you and PoopRat a point unless someone can solidify it with the faction that both of them were a part of at one point.
America.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but you didn't say I'm actually.
So, fuck, I'm actually America. Fuck you.
Okay.
This is fucking
I thought we were
Yeah,
past that.
rules.
You said we had to solidify it.
Yeah.
Actually, New California?
No, but yeah,
No,
okay.
that's
You know what?
different.
I'll be nice and give both Greenie and PoopRat points.
What-
Okay, so-
What is it with the two bears on the flag? Is that not New California?
That is California, but no, the Enclave and the Brotherhood of Steel were both part of the U.S. government. It's considered that the Enclave were more of the government, the bureaucracy part, but the Brotherhood of Steel was formed by a bunch of U.S. soldiers, which are government employees.
So
So,
I
you
was
know,
right about the Enclave being the government, but I just didn't have what the Brotherhood of Steel were.
yeah, that's good. That's all right though. That's a point for both Greenie and PoopRat because of my generosity.
Nice.
All right. And speaking of terrible things, I guess.
Generosity.
Yeah. Terrible things like
Terrible thing.
generosity.
The only question will be about Fallout 76.
No, I do not have any questions in here about Fallout Tactics 76
How
or
buggy was the game on release?
Or the board game.
Or Fallout Shelters.
I don't have
Shiny
anything
thing.
on here about Fallout Shelter either, but I did not think of that
Okay,
one.
I will say I do have some Fallout knowledge with shelters. I have played shelters.
I have played a lot of Shelter, but for some odd reason, every time I try to start it up in my phone, it keeps crashing, so
Most of my language knowledge.
Butchered nothing.
yeah. Anyway, so on to our next statement. The Overlord is the final antagonist of Fallout 1.
Actually, it's not called Overlord. It's called Overseer.
That is incorrect. Anyway, to defeat him, the player can face him in combat.
PoopRat buzzed in.
Oh, PoopRat buzzed in?
Go ahead and finish this
Okay.
sentence.
Actually, okay, then in my case, actually, it's the mastermind.
It is not the mastermind. You guys
I got
are
the
you guys
name.
are dancing around what is wrong here, though. To complete the statement, to complete the statement,
We are
though.
allowed to interrupt you whenever we
Yes,
want.
you are allowed to interrupt me whenever you want. But yeah, no, you guys have pretty much already identified what is wrong, and I think GK got it first. So I will give you the point unless someone can name exactly what the final antagonist of Fallout 1 is.
Oh, fucking, I know it, but the name. I'm bad with names.
If I have to know a specific name, fuck it. No. just
Well, you
know
don't-
that
you
it wasn't
don't.
Okay,
easy.
I will give Greenie and PoopRat. I will give you each one try to do the correct name. So Greenie, go ahead.
All right, what did GK guess?
GK guessed Overseer.
All right, and what did the question state?
The Overlord is the final antagonist of Fallout 1. To defeat him, the player can face him in combat, or they can convince him that super mutants are a flawed race because they can't reproduce.
And what did I say the first time?
You said Mastermind.
Actually, it's just the master.
You're correct. Yes, Greenie. You got that point. It
Okay.
is just the Master. But
I think
yeah.
that-
It's not just a
Mastermind.
Doctor Who shit.
Yeah, that's why I didn't say the master the first time. Because I'm like, wait, no, that's Doctor Who.
Yeah, no, he
But
is
then
just
I'm
called
like,
the
wait, no,
Master.
hold on.
And yeah, no,
Sorry,
that's
sorry, actually, it's the master. I don't know if I even said it. I
you
just
did
don't
say
wanna be
actually.
changed.
But yeah, no, that is one of the things. That's how I beat Fallout 1 was by convincing to going the peace route. Because I
It's
didn't
weird.
even know that you could get above level 10 in the game. I beat the game at level 7.
That's the thing. Like the master is one of the things I've known about a lot about Fallout before I knew anything else about it. Because I know about the talk with the master.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I'm terrible with names.
I just knew that Overseer was a thing of Fallout in terms of like who is in charge of the.
The Overseers are in charge of the vaults,
I wanna
but
make a
the
joke, but
Master...
I want to make a joke about the overseer being the final boss, but I feel like that joke might actually come up.
It's possible. Speaking of names, though, I have our first shiny question. Shiny questions, as you know from watching the show, they are like shiny Pokemon, in which they are more rare, but they're worth the same number of points.
I guess since this is Fallout, should we say that these are like starred bottle caps?
The starred bottle caps. Okay, that's a good one. You know what? No, because here's the thing: the starred bottle caps actually do more than just regular bottle caps. Whereas a
Sorry,
shiny
yes, so-
Pokemon,
Alright, we're looking for actually the star bottle caps. do
yeah,
more than-
actually, the star bottle caps do something. All right, so we have a game here called Name That Player Character. So
What?
on this screen here, I'm going to show you
The smiley
the
face that I drew before
pictures
we started recording.
of the 5 protagonists from the Fallout games that I have mentioned before, 1, 2, 3, New Vegas, and 4.
Shit, I only got
And
one
your
of those.
job is to name them. So, let us take
Wait,
a
hold
look
on. If they're
at
the
our
characters,
first
don't we get
one.
on the names?
They have their own little designation.
They do have canon names. So anyway,
Canon.
You put-
here's our
I
first
said
one.
that I did.
This is from what?
Hold on. On our screen, his smiley face is like right over the.
Right over the female's ass. All right, so what is
No way to know that.
what is this protagonist's name?
Actually, is that just a vault dweller?
You are correct, GK. Yes, that is
Yeah, I
just
was
the
gonna
Vault
say,
Dweller.
I was gonna say, actually, his name is None because we've all fucked that up at least once.
But no, that is the canon name is the Vault
Okay,
Dweller.
So then I know 2 of them. because-
Interesting little tidbit. The Vault Dweller is going to be is like the grandmother of our or grandfather of our next protagonist here. This is from Fallout 2. What is
Okay.
this one's
I got
name?
nothing.
Super Red
They
Buzz
are
Gun.
the chosen one.
That is correct, PoopRat. You are indeed correct. It is the Chosen One.
Yeah, there's only one more I know, so.
Yeah, it's probably the same one I know.
Yep.
So
So hopefully I buzz in before.
And I also hope I didn't spoil any of these questions. I did not. I've written plenty of the questions, but I didn't review them before starting this. So if I spoil something, whoops, my bad. Anyway, let us take a look at the next one. This is one of the more well-known ones from Fallout 3.
The Wanderer.
Actually, okay, I
Up.
buzzed in and started. Okay.
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 I did hear
Who buzzed in
PoopRat
first?
speak first, though, but
Yeah,
Okay.
I hit it first.
Well, it also didn't load on my screen.
The Wanderer, the Lone Wanderer.
that is correct, PoopRat. This is the Lone Wanderer from Fallout 3.
Okay.
All right. let us take a look at the next one.
Actually, the courier.
Yeah, Greeny
Oh,
got it.
dang
Yeah,
it.
this is the Courier from Fallout New Vegas. Generally considered to be like one of the most random, like you don't want to fuck with this person of all the player characters.
I love how we got the chosen one, the Lone Harbor. Then we just got the dude and the mailman.
The Mailman, yes. The Mailman is just I think in Fallout New Vegas the companion cast sums it up as you do not fuck with the person who delivers your mail. I mean, and
Okay.
it makes sense too because you have to think about what the couriers,
The logistics.
the logistics, and plus it's like this person has gone through probably the shittiest of places and survived to where no one else even dares to wander.
Or Lone
So,
Wander.
so you are looking at someone who has probably racked up a very high body count.
Oh god, and then we got the last five. No, if you're looking for this one.
Yes, and now it's the final one, the protagonist from Fallout 4. Yeah,
The
PoopRat?
sole survivor.
Yes, I fucked it
is
up. I fucked it up. You're all right. It is the sole survivor, but I put the lone survivor. But you are right.
Okay.
Yeah, I fucked it up. I
I
fucked it
was
up. But
gonna
no,
put,
you are
like,
right. It is
guy
the sole
looking
survivor.
for his- I was gonna put the guy looking for Sean. Sean.
Guy looking for Sean. He
The
did
guy
not
with
press
the
X.
The
He did not
dad.
press X enough. Sean.
Where
Sean.
is-
There's a glitch in that game where it just happens during the whole
Okay.
cutscene.
Okay. So.
So that is that point does go to PoopRat. All right.
Hey, I knew two of those.
Yeah, it's like I knew the chosen one and the courier. I did not remember that the Lone Wanderer was called the Lone Wanderer until we got there. I was like, oh right, shit, duh.
All right. So that's another point for PoopRat, and we will move on to.
I was waiting for it to be like random dumb names.
No,
Like,
I
you
don't
His name is
know.
Bob.
Oh yeah, like then we
It's
got
Bob,
the
yeah,
color, his name is
PoopRat.
Bob, Craig,
Bob.
Johansson.
Hey,
Tim.
I already mentioned that your name is, or whatever you name them, is the name of the character. So I'm like, it could be whatever because you.
Yeah, but they do have canon names.
Yes.
And the fourth one, it's
like how in
fuckface.
KOTOR 2, the second, like it's like in KOTOR 2 where it's called like the Exile or something.
Yeah, the Jedi Exile is
Yeah, you get, of course, it's got Revan.
and then there's other nicknames too that are not specific to your name. Like there's Beodur who calls your in Knights of the Old Republic 2, there's Beodur who calls your character General because he served as part of your army during the Mandalorian Wars.
Or you can play Dragon Quest VIII, where a bunch of British people keep calling it governor.
Governor. All right.
Okay, really, it's just one guy. But
Speaking of governance,
oh god.
let's move on to our next statement. The first battle of Hoover Dam would shape the Mojave Wasteland as the backdrop for Fallout New Vegas. Despite this being such a major event, we never meet any characters that participated
Buzz.
in the conflict.
Actually,
Buzz?
in the DL. Sorry, what?
Did you say Buzz?
Well, I typed the one in.
Okay.
Like a couple times by accident. Actually, in the DLC, you meet Joshua Graham, who was the general for the like Caesar's Legion, and when he failed, he got lit on fire and threw into a.
You are correct. There are plenty of characters we meet that fought at the first battle of Hoover Dam.
That was just the first one,
including Joshua Graham probably being the most famous, but you also meet Ulysses, who is mentioned in the main game as the dude who he's the dude who drops your he's the reason that you get shot in the head in New Vegas, because it was going to be his job to carry the MacGuffin, but then he saw your name on the list of people who would take up the jobs, and since he was the last one, he's like, nah, fuck it, I'm not taking the job. And then you get saddled with it, and yeah. Anyway, and there's also various NCR troopers and Caesar's legionnaires that fought in the first. I don't know if we meet any other legionaries that fought in Hoover Dam.
Well, given they lost, we'll assume they're dead.
Fuck. Well, I actually did spoil one of the questions, so this is going to be a freebie for everyone.
Oh boy.
So my sixth statement was that in Fallout 2, the player plays as the Chosen One. The Chosen One is descended from the Overseer of Vault 13 from Fallout 1.
Okay,
And
actually,
yeah,
it's
no,
both
it's
of
a
them.
free point for everybody because
Yeah,
I fucked it up. The Chosen One is descended from the Vault Dweller.
Actually, speaking of the chosen one, I got another question. How come that's the only one that's front facing in these photos?
Well, it's because they're all walking away from a nuclear explosion, and we all know that cool guys do not look at explosions.
Actually, the Vault Dweller is walking away from his vault.
After blowing it up.
No, he didn't fucking blow it up. Wait, is this going to be on a question later? Should
No,
I stop talking?
it's not. No, he did not blow it up. No.
Okay. Well, actually, no. He just is told to leave the vault. That's how the Chosen One's village got started. Because
Yes, it is.
Yes.
But no, it's and in general, the reason that the Chosen One is facing away is because, well, the Vault Dweller one's more somber, where they're walking into the wasteland because they're exiled.
Which one is it that comes back and is like, oh, good, glad to see you came back, but
That's the Vault Dweller.
that's the Vault Dweller.
Yes, but as Chosen One, whatever. But the Wanderer, the Courier, and the Lone Survivor are looking forward into the wasteland, searching for adventure. And of course, you have the Lone Wanderer with dog meat, because I mean, how would you not?
And the Lone Survivor with dog meat.
And the Lone Survivor, yeah, the Bethesda ones have dog meat.
Well, except the Courier.
Well, the
I know that's Obsidian.
that is Obsidian, yeah.
Right.
Anyway, I'm gonna put these back on the GM layer.
Okay, I can put my smiley face back.
Anyway, so we are speaking of our questions and stuff. We are gonna move on to our next shiny question because I fucked it up. And this is once more without feeling.
Oh God, I was afraid you were gonna.
Oh
do that with the
God,
video.
we're gonna do the.
Let me
Yeah,
guess, the
I'm
stuff that's
screwed.
on the Pip-Boy?
Oh, you know me so well.
God damn it, I was afraid.
We
you were gonna do
begrudgingly
this.
know you well enough.
I think the only one I could name would be Bugle Boy. I don't even know if that's one of the ones you picked.
Yes, that's right. I have the lyrics to 5 of the songs from the Fallout radios, and I am going to say
Never
them with
listen
as
to the
little.
fucking music.
I know, right?
What?
I don't listen to the music
Okay,
though.
here's the thing. Depending on which game you pulled it from, it's like 20 songs. Like they're from the 1920s.
There are quite a
Depression
bit.
eras.
There is, yes, and it's gonna be.
The only radio I listened to was Diamond City because that guy was fucking
Well-
hilarious.
Well, you said this is from the Great Depression era. We are about to feel some Great Depression after this.
Yes, it is. Okay, so I am going to begin with this first one. And then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will ever hold.
Wait, is that Bugle Boy?
That is not Bugle Boy.
That's not Bugle Boy.
Actually, it is. Actually, it is. Actually, it is not Bugle Boy.
Yeah, okay, okay, yes, you are correct, Greenie. Can you tell me what the correct
Yay,
answer
I'm
is?
correct. No, I'm technically correct. The best kind of correct.
All right. I will give you each one. Well, actually, you two have already guessed. PoopRat, I'll give you 2 guesses, and then everyone else can have 1 more guess.
I don't know the fucking names of the songs. Skip.
Skip. Okay, you're
actually,
skipping it. Everyone else is skipping.
Yeah.
Okay, this.
Yeah.
Okay, this is.
actually West Virginia Mountain Mom Take Me Home Country Road.
No, it is not. What Country Roads Take Me Home.
While I open a file over here about all the songs that you
Nah, shut up. No. Anyway, this is this is from Blue Moon by Frank Sinatra.
Oh God.
It is the intro song for Fallout New Vegas. And this is the next one. I've lost all ambition for worldly acclaim. I just want to be the one you love.
Damn, I actually know this one, but I don't know it in that tempo that is bringing me that.
Do either of you need me to read it again? Oh wait, are we still? Am I still connected? Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Okay.
you.
I've lost all ambition for worldly acclaim.
Actually, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Well, here we go. I've lost all ambition for worldly acclaim. I just want to be the one you love.
Is it from Elvis?
It is not Elvis.
Okay.
And that's the thing, I actually do have the song title and the artist here, so I will take either one.
Actually, it's Frank Sinatra again.
It is not Frank Sinatra.
Alright, it was worth a shot.
It was worth a shot. No, that's a good one. Frank Sinatra does have quite a few songs in the 3D Fallout games.
Oh God. Is that Ray Charles?
It is not Ray Charles. PoopRat, you have any guesses?
I know I'm gonna pick myself.
No, I got none.
Okay, we're gonna call this a wash too. This is "I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire" by the Ink Spots.
I don't want to say.
Never heard of it.
Yes, it is in the that part actually is in
I do know that song though, because from the
intro to Fallout 3. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
that
I
that
know
part
that
is
song, but I
that
didn't
part
remember
actually
that
is
part
in
of
the
the
intro.
That's
I
I
only
only
remember
remember
that
the part I just
other
sang.
part. Yeah, that he just sang.
I
That's
think
only-
I think it plays specifically when you finally get the right before the shot goes outside of the bus and pans over the Capitol wasteland. I think that's the part right before that shot. Anyway, so we have a wash right now, but here's the next one, and this one's a really popular song. So
For
You're
who?
s-
Our grandparents?
yes, yes, to your grandparents. Actually, no, this was used in a recent, well, not recent, but it's actually been used in our lifetimes. So I'll say this: you're sitting down and wondering what it's all about. You ain't got no money. They will put you out.
Ain't got no. That sounds like a rapper somewhere.
You're sitting down and wondering what it's all about. You ain't got no money. They will put you out.
That's from New Vegas.
You got the game. Do you have the song?
Can I get a half point for at least knowing which game it's in?
That's
Only
a
because
one
that
in
sounds like a Vegas
five.
song. Okay.
PoopRat or Greenie, do you have any guesses as to the artist or the title?
No.
PoopRat?
Nah.
Alright, so GK, I'll give you half a point for knowing it was from New Vegas.
Oh fucking.
This is "Why Don't You Do Right, Get Me Some Money Too" by sung by Peggy Lee. But
Never heard of it.
Gotten that, but
actually, have you seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
it's the
recently.
song that Jessica Rabbit sings in the lounge.
Oh
You
my
know I wasn't
God.
listening to what she was saying.
I was like, I have not seen that movie recently at all. So. But also, oh yeah, that song has been used recently. Yeah.
Hey, it's been more recently than 1942.
That is not accomplished. It's not an accomplishment, and nor does that still make Roger Rabbit recent.
Yeah.
Okay, listen,
That was before
93
some of us
is...
were bored, right?
Only Greenie, I think.
Yeah, I think,
Sorry,
yeah.
what?
I think
When
Greenie
that
was
movie
the only
come
one
out?
that was not born by 93.
Yeah, I was born in '99. I'm 24.
Oh my god. Okay, anyway.
He's old.
Oh, speaking of old and... Okay, so I had a teenager at
Oh,
work
shit.
today.
No.
It's what? 1988. Oh shit. Okay, well...
We weren't born yet either.
No, okay, so...
That was the year I was born, but
Great.
Yeah, I thought it was like 90s.
Anyway, so I had a teenager at work today call me sir. And that hurts.
Yeah,
Get used to it.
Anyway,
Does he
so...
still have hairs? Does he still have
GK,
hairs
I will
after that?
only give you this victory if you actually get one of the songs though. Next two songs though. So we're going on to the next one.
Yeah, that's the problem. We got half a point, but the points are rounded down.
My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning.
Okay, now this one?
My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning.
From Brady.
Nope. You don't get another guess.
Okay, so not from Brady, but head spinning is
My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. Greenie, PoopRat, you got anything? PoopRat?
Uh,
PoopRat?
Yeah, I got none.
You got nothing? Okay.
actually, Lucky Winner by insert band name. I'll just go with fucking Elvis.
Lucky Winner by insert band name is probably a song in Fallout somewhere, but...
That's an Elvis.
Alright,
Just
so we're gonna consider this
like,
another wash. This is Ain't That a Kick in the Head, sung by Dean Martin.
God damn it!
Oh
I
my
did
God,
know
yeah.
that one.
Yeah, I know that one too, but I don't know the fucking song. I just know the title.
Yes. Also, Ain't That a Kick in the Head, I believe, is the intro mission in New Vegas.
So that song was also from New Vegas.
Yes, it was from New Vegas. Okay, here's
Alright.
okay. Here's our final one. We are at a wash so far.
1.5.
That I'm
At
not
a
giving you
wash.
if you do not get at least 1 point.
Fair enough.
As I go riding merrily along, and they sing, "Oh, ain't you glad you're single?"
As a male artist.
Oh, what makes you think it's a male artist?
That's funny.
One more time.
As I go riding merrily along, and they sing, "Oh, ain't you glad you're single?"
Actually, isn't that a country artist?
Well, so these are a number of Fallout songs that don't. Like we call Country Roads is a country song, kind of. Then that's one of the more famous ones we get.
Well, Country Roads isn't in Fallout, is it?
No, I don't think Country
No,
Roads
it's
is in
just used in
Fallout, no.
commercials for fucking 76.
Oh, well, then it might be in Fallout 76, actually.
There's Virginia. This is Country Roads
PoopRat,
could be in the West
you
Virginia.
got
Yeah,
any
I
guess?
got none.
You got nothing again? Greenie?
All the Single Ladies by Beyonce. I don't fucking.
Yes, it is definitely All the Single Ladies by Beyonce.
Look,
No,
I just wanted a smart ass remark to
by
say.
the Beyonce of the 1940s. No.
Beyonce.
GK, do you got a guess?
Hank Williams Jr.
No. This is Jingle Jangle by Kay Kaiser.
What the fuck is that?
True to Kaiser?
True to Kaiser. Ah, way. Alright,
Alright,
so
none of
this
us
is
are-
a complete wash.
So wait, what was the artist's name?
Kay Kaiser. Not
Kay to
spelled like
Kaiser.
Kaiser Permanente. It's Kayser.
Half point.
What'd
What's
you
the
just
male
say,
artist?
Synashi?
What?
What'd you say, Kaiser? What?
Kay Kaiser.
No. After that, when you were like,
Not spelled like Kaiser Permanente.
the fuck is that?
Kaiser Permanente? That's a health insurance company.
Honestly, I know Kaiser.
I was gonna say, I thought it was a Roman thing.
It's a local in this area. Like they used to
Oh,
have
I
my
don't
mom
pay
used to
attention
go
to that
to
shit.
Well, the
their
problem is that we're
clinics quite a
Americans, and
bit.
you said a health establishment, so we all stayed as far away from there as possible.
yeah, because we couldn't afford it. No, it was
we're all
expensive.
Americans.
Okay, so I got another half point because it was a male artist.
That's no, we're not. No.
Nobody here, like,
All right, we are moving on. With that being a
I'll be
wash,
honest,
moving
I
I
on.
told you,
At
I
this
only
point, I feel
listen to
like-
fucking
at this point, I feel like we should
Diamond
just
City
take
Radio
turns.
for Travis.
At this point, we should all just take turns on making up our own, like, actually things to do.
You know, if you guys want to, I would love it.
I will totally do it. I would totally make one up.
But the problem is, I've heard that the Doctor Who one has so much like hate on it that it's like.
Well, you could do a Harry Potter one.
Also could be controversial.
Oh, that's true.
If I did one, that would be mostly video games.
If I were to do a Harry Potter one, it'd be purely movie book. It would not include Pottermore because whatever you want to put in Pottermore will make it like.
Yeah,
like
it
no,
is.
we're not.
We're forgetting Pottermore. We're forgetting Pottermore exists for the betterment of our health.
Like, oh well, in Pottermore, she convert. No, fuck you.
Like you laugh, but like, well, apparently me and GrannyKA are very familiar with anything a Pottermore stays in Pottermore.
I
then
don't
when it
know,
comes to
really.
Doctor
I'm
Who
not.
Stuff, it would have to be mostly New Who,
No.
with the exception of a few classic references. I think I'd have to stay with New Who over classic because I I've only seen like the movies. I haven't really seen any of the actual
Note to
series.
self. Note to self. If making a fucking actually episode for this group, make a Doctor Who question, but make it purely a joke about like fucking the third Doctor's karate.
Yeah, I did not see
Have
any
you
episodes of
seen
the
the
Third
clips of
Doctor.
that? It's so bad.
I've seen the only real episodes of Doctor Who that I watched by myself were the first Doctor when he went to, I think, the Aztecs,
Oh yeah.
and then the fifth Doctor when he took on the Daleks for some reason.
So like okay, so like the third Doctor was like meant to compete sort of with James Bond,
What
and
the
like
fuck?
they fucking had because he was mostly stuck on Earth for the third Doctor's run, and so
Okay.
like he had him do like yeah, well yeah, that's one of the budget things I think, but like that also like the Earth episodes were like well received from what I understand.
Was the third one the one that also got a car?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
like,
so he was
he did this fucking. He was told to do like, because he was speaking to Jim, he had to do like these sort of karate kung fu sort of thing, and it's just so stupid. He does not look as cool as like they wanted us to think he did.
00 Who. All right.
Hello.
So I'm gonna move on to our next statement, though.
I do want to
Oh,
interrupt
what?
one more time.
Okay.
Though. And so the reason why I had to do a correction about Doctor Who was because in the statement they said every doctor has used the screwdriver.
No, McCoy
No.
didn't, except for in the movie. He used it in the movie, and he held it upside down. He never used it in his series, so he didn't know how to hold it.
There's a whole chart that shows how many like minutes have they ever used it, and there are a few doctors that have never even touched it in
Yeah,
their
like
entire like airing. But then there's some that argue it's like, well, in the movie they did.
yeah, like the seventh one only used it in the movie, and the first Doctor, I don't think it exists yet because the second one introduced it, and it was literally a screwdriver.
Yeah.
Oh
Like
my
he
God.
pressed a button and it unscrewed things, and I'm a huge fucking nerd. I'm sorry.
Anyways.
I'm realizing right now that I know more about this than I thought I did, and my mother is very proud of me.
Oh, we should get her back on to one of our series because she was a hoot.
Wheel of Fortune with your mother, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because none of us could guess tour of the city, and she was fucking
I can't
dying.
Still can't believe you guys remember the exact
What was it,
puzzle.
Ratatouille? And it's like, her and I both knew what the answer was, but we're like, but for the love of us, we don't know how to spell it.
Yeah. Oh my God. And I remember three grown ass men feeling dumb as shit for not knowing tour of the city.
Given how old that clip was, I don't even know if I was a grown ass man yet.
Oh, that's true. You might not have been.
I know you weren't old.
That was back when I was I lived back at the house, and my parents were still together.
Damn.
So that is a while ago.
That is a while. Oh God, we've been at this too long, gentlemen.
I'm only 24. Leave me alone.
Yeah,
That's fine. Old.
All right, so yeah. Speaking of nerdy stuff, though, I'm going to move on to our next statement. Fallout 1 or 2 and 2 were very similar to pen and paper RPGs. This is because Fallout 1 was supposed to be based on a heavily modified rule set of Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 1st Edition before the special system was developed.
Actually,
yep.
GrannyKA, was that yours or was that from the previous one?
You got it.
Okay, actually, GURPS.
Yes, yeah, that is correct, Greenie. The original system was supposed to be GURPS, but I believe it was a licensing issue, and they were just like, okay, we're just gonna make the special system, and it's like, okay, cool. So, speaking of the special system, though, and in our next statement, perks are an important part of the Fallout games. They give your character new abilities or accentuate current ones. While Bethesda's Fallout games give you a perk at every level, the ones by Black Isle Studios, and Obsidian by extension, only give you a perk at every other level.
Actually...
I got first.
Ah, damn it. Okay.
Actually... Oh, wait, no, shit.
You conceding? Never mind, okay. Okay, GK.
Actually, perks aren't that important because you can actually play the game without getting perks at all.
That's not what I'm going for.
Alright, can you repeat the question?
Perks are an important part of Fallout games. They give your character new abilities or accentuate current ones. While Bethesda's Fallout games give you a perk at every level, the ones by Black Isle Studios, and Obsidian by extension, only give you a perk at every other level.
Actually, it's fuck. Like, I think it was in the Black Isle and Obsidian, it's every other level, and Bethesda was every 3 levels?
You have stumbled upon the thing that is wrong.
But I got the
And I
numbers
will
back.
actually
got the
give you the
numbers.
point because you did kind of say a little bit of what was correct. Unless someone can actually be...
You want to give PoopRat a shot to, like,
Yeah,
correct my
okay.
numbers?
Okay, yeah, we'll give PoopRat a shot.
Okay. Actually, in 3, it's every other level as well.
No.
Ah,
No, in 3 it is every level. Okay, so Greenie gets that point. Greenie, you did have it right, but you flipped it.
Fuck.
No, it's okay. Yeah, in the Black Isle, in Fallouts 1 and 2, you get a perk at every 3 levels. Unless, and this is a very specific niche thing that I didn't really give a shit about and wasn't considering, but unless you take the skilled trait, and if you take the skilled trait, or it was something else. There was a trait you could take where you gained a lot. I think it was you gained a lot more skill points, but it took away your it increased the rate at which you, or decreased the rate at which you gain perks, and I think it made it so that you gain perks at every 4 levels instead of every 3 levels.
I'll be honest, right now I'm also like thinking about just writing up a bunch of shit and being like, all right, I'm making my own. I'm actually overdone here. Like, I want to so badly, but
Yeah, it is yeah, no, it is bad. I would not. Then again, I only got to level 7 in Fallout 1, so I only got 2 perks.
because I want to make my own. I'm actually after this. This is so
And
good. This is fun.
all I really did in Fallout 1 was I got my speech and my small guns to max. Whatever I could not talk my way out of a fight, I shot my way out of a fight.
Also, I will say one thing though, is like I know for a fact that like if I do it, like you guys will probably hate me for how pedantic I would be in some.
Oh,
That's
yeah, I know how
yeah. Oh god, that's gonna suck, especially since.
Actually, I said it was A this, but it's actually D this.
Oh no!
Like I actually, because I thought about this before. There's actually a. I'll wait till we're done and then I'll talk about the
Okay.
like a sample question that I have.
All right. So we will move on to our next statement then. Oh my god, no.
Yeah, I would do that.
So this is our next statement. In Fallout 4, you play as the sole survivor, as we stated. Their quest is to scour the wasteland to look for their lost spouse and child.
Actually, their spouse is dead. Like they were shot in front of them while they were in the cryostasis.
Yes, that is correct. You are only looking for the child. Although in my notes, for some reason, I put it's just the spouse. What the fuck?
Well, actually, you're a moron.
My script is wrong, but I'm right. And you are right, Greenie, which gets you another point. So, this brings us on to our last shiny question. This one is called, We're Not So Different, You and I.
Oh, God.
And I'm going to show you a picture here. And this picture is going to have 5 characters on it that are in the Fallout series. And you have to guess what the link between them is.
Okay, but instead of buzzing in, we could all just type it in the chat and hit enter.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Instead of saying it.
Oh, yeah, you could. Yeah. You know, that works. Okay.
I was gonna say, like,
Here it is.
Oh, okay, maybe.
Okay, the first 2 of you are incorrect.
oh, really?
Yes. Yeah. There are Madison, Lee, and Harold are never companions, as far as I know.
All right, which one of these doesn't appear in Fallout 3?
Marcus does not appear in Fallout 3.
Oh, I thought he was in it for some reason.
No. They are all from
Well,
Fallout.
they
No,
appear
no,
in
there is a
They
link.
appear in multiple
answered.
games, I guess.
Oh, yeah,
PoopRat, what did you type in?
appear in multiple games.
That is correct, PoopRat. They all appear in multiple games.
Oh.
Yeah.
So,
that's the thing. I fucked up because I thought
Right,
that's all they
that-
appeared in. Because like I thought all these screenshots were from different games. Were from different games, but they all been in Fallout 3. Because I know Harold was been in older.
yes,
the
but
older
here's the
games.
thing. Here's the thing that I thought would throw people for a loop. So, these are all the same character. Dogmeat there is not a legacy character. It turns out that this Dogmeat was kind of considered a gag and is heavily implied or outright accepted to be the Dogmeat from the very first game,
Yeah, okay.
despite the fact that Fallout 1 and 2 have 80 years apart. It is the
Alright.
exact same dog.
Yeah, so, and I know McCready is.
Cryogenis.
No.
you
No,
know.
they don't. No, they don't use
Radiation's
anything
made
like
him
that.
immortal.
Yep.
He's just
Alright.
fucking there.
It's just here.
But no, Matt Creedy was in Fallout 3. He was a little shit that threatened to blow your fucking head off.
Yeah.
Exact words. And then he does become a companion in Fallout 4. That is correct. Harold is a ghoul that has appeared in the first 3 Fallout games.
Tragic story, that.
It is a
Yeah.
tragic story. It is. Madison Lee was in Fallout 3, and then she joined the Institute in Fallout 4.
Yeah.
And like I said, we already explained Dogmeat was a companion to not only the Vault Dweller, but the Chosen One.
Yeah. And I know Marcus was in 2.
Yes, Marcus was the super mutant companion in 2, and he's also the mayor of a place in New Vegas.
Yeah. Now we're going to a final question, which reveals real-life skills. How to survive radiation poisoning.
You're actually not far off. Our
Oh my
real
God,
life,
I was kidding.
our real life
joke.
skills. This is our final question.
It's
With
like, 'cause I didn't-
the going into the final question, we have Greenie with 6 points, PoopRat with 4 points, and no, you have 1 point because I
remember
gave
had
it to you
half
for
a
free.
point, you keep saying.
The one where I fucked up
The free one.
the free one with the Chosen One and the Vault Dweller.
Which I guess works in the same way that a fucking bonus star does in Mario Party. So that means that I'm actually at 5, PoopRat's at 3, and Greeny's at 0.
Yeah. Alright, so, for our real life skills. Vault Boy is the mascot of the Fallout series. He's always shown giving a thumbs up to measure if a mushroom cloud is far enough away. If your thumb covers up the entire explosion, you are safe from anything and do not need to evacuate.
I mean, that's bullshit, but I don't exactly know.
Actually, the entire thing is bullshit. That's not a real thing.
That's correct, yes. GK, you would have gotten the point, but you did not say actually.
I didn't realize.
It's Synashi.
But where's the actually part though? Because
I'm
No,
actually-
Greenie was right. The entire thing is bullshit. The reason, the thumb covering the blasting, it doesn't fucking matter. No, get the fuck out of there until you cannot even see the fucking cloud anymore. And especially if you're downwind, just fucking flee because you will get hit with radiation, regardless.
I thought about it for a second, and GrannyKA said that, and I'm like, wait, no, hold on.
And
This
the
is sick.
reason-
you could totally do this.
And in my research, the reason Vault Boy has his thumbs up is because he's just a happy boy, you know?
He's telling you the vaults are a good thing.
The vaults are a good
Yes.
thing.
There are no experiments happening here.
Nothing mysterious going on here. Bring your family.
Come in here, especially if your name is Gary.
Gary!
Gary.
I
Okay,
hated
made
that
it
vault
known.
so
Okay.
much.
I apparently knew more about Fallout than I thought I did. Okay.
Yes, and our winner for this actually is Greenie with
Yay.
7 points.
Good time. I'm actually champion.
I like how I would have had the 1 point if I wasn't joking about it, and I just like.
Then you remembered. You are married to this man. You should have known
No, but
better.
but the thing about like, the actually you're supposed to find the tip in it, and it's like, well, that whole thing was bullshit.
Well,
Yeah,
the
the whole
tidbit
thing
that
was bullshit. You
wrong
know,
was-
you're right.
yeah, the tidbit is the dumb shit means nothing.
Like I could have said, actually, the thumbs up has nothing to do with covering over a cloud. Actually, if you can still see the cloud, you fucked.
Yeah, no.
Like,
I mean,
yeah,
you
well,
did
you
say,
would be right.
Should be,
yeah, you did say the entire thing was bullshit, and then Greeny's like, actually, the entire thing is bullshit, and it's like, yes, no, Greeny is right because he said actually.
I don't know. I mean, if I did an actually, I would probably do a grab bag. I probably wouldn't stick to one category. Although, let's be real, we all know Pokemon would probably be one of my
Pokemon, yeah, no, Pokemon would
Actually,
definitely be
speaking
one.
of which, that's related to that one stupid question that I mentioned that I had in the back pocket. Okay. If I make it on actually, I will not include this as a real thing, but it's just a funny tidbit I found out from another video, and I'm gonna mention it as I thought about it as a funny actually thing. In Generation 1, with all of its jank and glitches, one of the glitches involved is the fact that when you score a critical hit on a Pokemon in that game, boosts to your attack do not count. Therefore, there is no way for your critical hit to do more than double damage that your regular hit would do,
Wow.
outside of debuffing defenses.
What? That's insane. That's not a bullshit statement. That's actually true. Because I don't know if we're still in actually mode. Oh shit, we are.
Defense is the thing
Yeah.
that doesn't, where you can actually increase it too much where it resets.
No.
I think you're thinking of an intro. Are we in actually mode still?
Yeah,
Oh,
we're not actually. Okay.
Oh
let me
shit.
try to-
Okay.
let me-
Hold on. I'm actually.
Let me be less stuttery with what I'm saying.
No.
Okay.
I understood. No. I'm gonna say actually the. It's the, like I said, I think GK may have like not worded it correctly, but I think it's actually the defense doesn't matter.
To my knowledge, the defense debuffs are still counted. It's when you attack, your attack is doubled, but it doesn't take into account buffs to yourself for some strange reason. I'd have to double check on that one, but I'm fairly certain that was the case. Like buffs and debuffs, like buffs to you for some reason aren't accounted, which is fucking weird. We can double check that, and I can reword it for a real question. That's what I think. It's like it's a back pocket thing. I should probably do a bit more. But like, there's
speaking of,
that's the thing. So there is like what I'm going for is that if anyone else wants to throw something out there.
I got nothing else. PoopRat, do you got anything?
So okay.
Yeah.
So the thing is, the part that's wrong is that your attack will your critical hit will always do double damage of like your normal hit. There is actually a circumstance where it will do more, and that is if Ditto is copying a Pokemon with a lower base attack stat than it. Because Ditto, when transformed into like a Caterpie, it will do a tackle and it'll use the attack stat of the Caterpie. When it crits, though, it goes to its base attack, which is the base attack stat of Ditto, not the Caterpie, and then doubling it.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting.
Which is stupid and hilarious, but that will never happen in a real game.
Yeah, so one of the questions I was considering, so I know I mentioned the first battle of Hoover Dam. I was actually considering trying to do a Trixie one, where the correct statement was really extremely fucking pedantic. And instead of, I was just gonna say, oh, the Battle of Hoover Dam is like the Battle of Hoover Dam is the final event of Fallout New Vegas. But then it was gonna be pedantic and be like, it's not the Battle of Hoover Dam, it's the second Battle of Hoover Dam. That's the correct answer. Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't do it, because I thought about doing it, because I'm like, no, that's too bad. I mean, although I do love the second Battle of Hoover Dam.
I'm opening up Google Doc. How many questions are normally in an actually?
13. So there's 3 statements, a shiny question, and then repeat that 3 times, and then there's a real life skills, and that's it.
Okay. So I don't know. If we all just keep talking for a while, I might end up with something.
Okay. No, I got time. But No, I really do. The second Battle of Hoover Dam, I mean, I love Fallout New Vegas in general. It's my favorite Fallout game. But the second Battle of Hoover Dam, just as a finale itself, is really fucking good. Because it takes into account so much shit that it is unbelievable. And it is... There's so many little choices that you can do. Well, not little choice. There's a lot of choices you can do to affect exactly the what happens in the battle. Like, there's certain allies you can get that will make appearances and fight alongside you or help you out. It has rockin' music. And then, of course, there's the fact that you have a choice of exactly how you fight it with each faction, and it's like, okay, well, the NCR route's kind of whatever. The Legion route's kind of the opposite of that too, where it's just like, oh, you're just going from you're starting on that side that you would normally go to, but then you're going to the opposite side. And then you have... this is spoilers for New Vegas, by the way. I don't know if anyone cares. But then you have the independent endings where it's like, oh yeah, no, you're going to screw over both the NCR and the Legion.
Which is why I thought there was another faction aside from Brotherhood of Steel and the Enclave.
No, that's... in Fallout 3, it is just the Brotherhood of Steel and the Enclave. You know, Fallout 3 wasn't that bad. I'm gonna say it. It's controversial, but Fallout 3 was not that bad.
I don't know. All I know is if I were to do an unnaturally thing, I would get my Photoshop skills shined out, and you know what I would do.
Oh no, you're gonna remove something from some
Spot
shit.
the difference.
No.
Oh god.
No.
What's missing? I think they call it what's missing, right?
I don't know. I think it might be what's missing.
Yeah. And I would just be like, yeah, no, we're gonna do good.
I'll be honest, even Fallout 3's finale, Take It Back, is really fun.
I also gotta figure out what apps we're using for buzzers, because there's a way you can do a buzzer without having to type in the chat and have it delayed. You can actually like be in
Oh, okay.
kind of like when we're all on the phone/computer when we do Jackbox.
Oh yeah.
There's a way to do it with a buzzer, and I forget like how they do it, but there is a way to like reset them, and you can the host can actually see who buzzed and posted.
Oh, okay. Interesting. But yeah, no, the Fallout 3 with Liberty Prime and you just following behind Liberty Prime as Liberty Prime just takes care of everything. You don't have to do shit.
Yeah.
It was funny when I was recording, because I was going to do a video talking about a melee only challenge in Fallout 3. With exceptions, depending on if an enemy is in like a impossible to reach place. But I filmed 9.5 hours roughly. Just a single continuous one long take.
Damn.
And you know in Little Lamplight when you get sticky?
Yeah.
I kept him.
Mm.
As soon as I got him, I kept him as a companion through for the rest of the run.
Mm.
I put him in Enclave power armor and gave him a plasma rifle. And that's all I needed to do to him. Just give him some shit and you know, let him go to town. And of course I got Fallout and Dogmeat, or Fox and Dogmeat.
It's just called multi-buzzer. You can actually
okay.
put in your room code, and you can say who's hosting, and you can just buzz, and then you reset, and buzz it back in.
Huh, interesting. Multi-buzzer?
So, see, right now,
Yeah.
Put in room code LTY.
Hold on. I gotta fiddle with my scripts here. What is it?
LTY.
LTY.
LCJ.
LCJ.
And then put in your name.
Oh.
So you would put in Synashi down below.
And then join. Ah! Interesting.
And then you're now one of my other players.
Cool.
So 3, 2, 1, but yep, you voted before me. I was behind by like 4 seconds. And then I can reset it.
Okay.
And then there you go. So now that's a little bit fast. Now we're in the same room, so it might be, less trouble.
That is faster.
Yeah, that's a lot faster than, trying to type 1, enter, and because Roll20 jumps it around.
Yeah, I know.
So this is definitely something to keep in mind.
I'll be honest. Even Fallout 4 had a fun finale. I've never done Fallout 2's finale though. I've heard about how ridiculous it is. Cuz it's
I
like,
haven't finished that game yet either.
oh my god. Apparently it's fucking ridiculous. It's like from what I've heard. Okay, so picture, Liberty Prime just stomping everything for you.
Yeah.
And then you and your allies just have to follow behind it and not die.
Yep.
Now imagine the exact opposite in on the spectrum of difficulty.
Mhm.
And you have what Fallout 2's final fight is about.
Mm.
It's like, oh, you have this, and this. You have so many advantages that would normally be very, very advantageous. Guess what? It doesn't fucking matter. You're going up against a tank, a god, made flesh. How much, PoopRat, did you beat Fallout 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Which factions, or factions?
Minutemen.
Yes. I love the Minutemen one.
Yeah.
Because it's just you and a ragtag bunch of misfits storming the Institute and then pew pew pew. With probably my favorite weapon in the entire game. The fucking laser musket.
Oh, I'm reading board game.
Oh, okay. Is it an actually board game?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, no, it's, the first few seasons was like, hey, buy our game and you can actually, if you got it off of the Kickstarter, you could actually buy some of the stuff that was in the background.
Oh,
Like
okay.
the Pogo cubes.
Oh, okay.
Not the Pokeballs, Pogo cubes.
Yes. I like that about actually too, where you can see all the little incorrect props in the background. Like how the Keyblade is a literal key. And instead of it being a glove for the Infinity Stones, it's a slipper. Well, not a slipper. It's like one of those those like one of those jogging shoes where it's just like basically a foot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those with all the Infinity Stones on it.
That would have been a lot harder for him to snap.
You just have to stomp. Boof.
Come on.
Oh, speaking of Kickstarters, so I finally got a thing that I ordered from Kickstarter. A few weeks ago. A thing that I ordered in March of last year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was a set of dice along with a board game of I don't know if either any of you aside from PoopRat, I don't know if you or Greenie have heard of Zombie Orpheus Entertainment.
Nope.
They've done some geeky stuff before, like Households and Humans, where it's a reverse situation where a bunch of fantasy bunch of fantasy characters are role playing, in the modern day Earth. And one of my favorite scenes in that is a dude who is American, but then the fantasy role players are like, "Why didn't you take the Canadian ancestry, and because that'll give you a +2 to your hockey skills?" And he's like, "Well, yeah, but if I start as an American, I get this thing called a gun." And one of the first scenes is he fucking shoots a dog that they were supposed to babysit. Because the DM described it as some horrible monstrosity. And of course, their bard was a stoner.
Yeah, of course.
Fog of inspiration. Fog of concealment. Fog of clarity. And of course, just him casting all those spells was just him hitting his joint. And then just blowing it out all over the place.
God, it's like I definitely have a few ideas. It's just taking a while to type them out so I don't accidentally fucking stutter my way through all of them.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good.
I've been here the whole time.
Oh my god, it's on a hat.
Yep.
Sorry, what?
She's looking at College Humor merch.
So I was looking up the board game, and the first search result is Amazon, and I'm like, okay, that's great and all, but I want to actually make sure the money goes to Dropout. So I went to the Dropout store, and they're like, buy the board game on Amazon. I'm like, all right. But good on you. And now I'm going down their pin enamel sets, and one of them is Sam Reich's line of "I've been here the whole time." And then they have actually, and then they have some of the other ones that you only get it, like actual dimensions one shows.
Okay, come on, show me my orders. Wait a minute.
The only way to learn is by playing, and the only way to play is to begin, and the only way to begin is by beginning. It's not a mug.
No, the only way to win is by learning. The only way to learn is by playing, and the only way to begin is by beginning. I did fuck it up.
The only way to learn.
The only way to win is by learning. The only way to learn is by playing, and the only way to begin is by beginning. Wait.
Congratulations, you unionized. That is a poster. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a magnet. God, I actually know some of these references now, and it's very...
Okay, so apparently...
Okay, so I kind of have an idea of what Greenie would know, and I kind of have an idea of what Sin would know, but PoopRat, what are your nerd strengths? Like, I think I know you have Godzilla.
Yeah.
Jaws.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's considered nerdy or not, but
Yeah, I wouldn't consider that one nerdy.
Might as well. Might as well.
Okay, the movie Jaws 3D, the one that no one to watch.
Jaws
seen it
3D.
many
Oh
times.
god.
Actually. Okay. It's like Star Wars. Where are we at on Star Wars?
I've watched movies, but I never really
Okay.
delved into it.
Because I mean, I kind of want to get like a balance so that everyone can get some points. Like I only got a give me point.
Probably do Elder Scrolls.
Okay, some Skyrim shit. Okay.
I could do an Elder Scrolls one.
Yes. Here's all the symbols of all the dragon text. Tell me which. What?
All right, I'm
Skyrim?
not that big of a nerd, but
Nope.
I think
Not
the
doing that
only
one.
I could do would be like the very first one. That's like the.
You could do one entirely about Skyrim.
Oh, I could probably. I couldn't. Do
'Cause that's-
one about entirely
Because
about
that's the
Skyrim.
only one you've played.
But
I played.
If I were to do an Elder Scrolls question, I would probably put the dragon text up and I'd be like, okay, you got like 60 seconds. Good luck trying to figure out which is which. It's like, this is the one that gives you the dragon breath. This is the one that calls the dragon
Yeah.
down.
Of
This is the DLC one. That one I put in for bullshit, but that one you can ride a dragon if you don't.
of all the Elder Scrolls, I think I'm not as versed with the Elder Scrolls as I am with Fallout.
I mean, you know me. It's like if I were to do Elder Scrolls,
It's like I played the first two a little, like the teensiest bit.
yeah, I've only played Daggerfall a tiny bit as well.
Yeah, Morrowind. I'm not very well versed in Morrowind.
I played the shit out of that game.
Yeah, that's where you would kick my ass. Oblivion. I played the shit out of Oblivion.
Same.
Yeah, Oblivion was some. It tried. Oblivion really did try. It had some really good, awesome things like, oh, I don't know, not rolling a chance to hit, which
Yeah.
I hated that when I was younger, and now look at me. So many years
Some
later.
games it works with, some games it doesn't.
Yeah, so many years later, now playing games that are very much reliant on a percentile die roll in order to succeed. And then there was Skyrim. I mean, I played the shit out of Skyrim, but
Yeah.
It's not my favorite.
Yeah, I really love Morrowind.
I love the philosophy behind Morrowind. I do not like
What,
the die
slavery?
rolls. Huh?
What, slavery?
No. The world design where you had kind of like a fixed world. No level scaling, basically.
Oh, alright. Yeah. You're like philosophy, and I was like, they believe in slavery?
No, I'd like its game design where it's like you have a game where you're going to start out shitty, and then suddenly you're going to become a god.
Yep.
I think the problem is with some of the ones I'm doing is like I don't know which of these would be considered mean.
Well, I know I'm not going to get a single damn point anyway, so.
I've only watched. Wait, what are we doing? Like, or what are you working on?
I'm currently typing up my own actually shit.
Variety
what?
or one specific franchise?
I'm trying to go for variety, but
Oh, okay.
video games.
You got this.
Variety
I
in
thought you were
video
doing
games.
the Who one, and I was like,
I
only
mean,
watched a
variety
couple
in
of
video
seasons.
games. I mean, there is a Doctor Who one. Like I'm trying to go variety, but it is mostly video games.
Oh, okay. But no, I like in Morrowind how, again, it's early game hell, but then you become absolutely godlike.
yeah.
Whereas in, then they introduced level scaling in Oblivion and
Yeah.
Skyrim, and I'm like, I don't want constant challenge. I want to suffer in an early game, and then by the time I actually start learning how to fucking play and build my character, I want to become a fucking god. Like, I've earned that shit.
Oh yeah.
And it caused me in Skyrim, it caused me to start thinking of ways to literally just break the fucking game.
Oh yeah.
And Oblivion 2, in Oblivion 2, it just... In Oblivion, I just never leveled up. Because of that level scaling bullshit, because I did level up when I was first starting to play. And then I found out that your weapons really suck. No matter how well your enchantment is, it's just your enchantment weapons suck later on when you get to higher levels because the enemy HP outscales your damage.
Yeah.
And then with Skyrim, it was just, again, it's just constant. I was tired of seeing legendary dragons just come in and wipe out Whiterun.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So in Skyrim, I made a ring. The Ring of Fisting. Because it did 600,000 unarmed damage. And gave me
Nice.
3 million HP. And whenever I tried to go higher, the game crashed. So
I just did the alchemy enchantment.
yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah.
I did that to get, like I said, the Ring of Fisting was the final result. 3 million HP, 600,000 unarmed strike damage. Let's go.
Yeah, I just had a heavy armor on, so I had the perk that adds your
Yeah.
armor rating.
Yeah, I didn't even have that. I didn't even have heavy armor on. I strolled around in clothing because, again, 3 million HP. I
Yeah.
used Whirlwind Sprint off of the top of High Hrothgar and didn't see my health bar move when I impacted the ground. The game literally just could not comprehend my immortality.
Okay, okay. How do you do the fucking pictures thing that you do? Like,
Oh, I just use paint.
use paint?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I used paint and when you're using paint, you want to, in order to get multiple pictures into the same thing, you want to use paste from.
I don't see a paste from button. I just see paste.
Shit. Let me open my paint. Oh, well, paste and then it has a drop-down menu.
No, it doesn't.
Not for you?
It just has
Update
paste.
your paint.
How do I fucking?
It's not a GM thing, no. Greenie, what Windows are you running?
Oh, fucking Windows 10.
Oh, okay. Maybe they took it away in Windows 10.
I believe it.
That
Yeah,
sucks.
isn't that the one they took out the start menu or the menu?
That was, I think, no, I think they did take out, well, they brought it back eventually.
Yeah, you know, but like initially they didn't.
Yeah,
have that. It
initially
like,
there
what
was
the-
no start menu for it, which was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck
What
is this,
the fuck?
Linux?
Yeah.
If I wanted Linux on my computer, I would have Linux.
Yeah, I downloaded
The image quality is not going to
fucking
look amazing, but you
program that
should be
restored it.
able to tell people apart.
I've muted the output for right now, but, yeah.